competitive games. France has been showing some absolute brilliance in the first game. Portugal showed some fight, so I'm really looking forward to see now. They went back and they're running out. France in blue, Portugal in green. Next to me is Dennis Trunk this time. This is the first time for us as a combination. Dennis, what do you make of this game?
Yeah, I think this one is France's game too. And a clear favorite in this combination, I think.
And I reckon, sorry for that audio issue, I reckon France are the favorites here. They've got quite some experience, quite some power, quite some pace. We will have to see how long Portugal can keep up, and hopefully we'll have a tight, interesting game. It's France's to lose, is my estimation.
Yeah, agreed. France, the clear favorites. Some great quality, some great individual brilliance. Doing some nice jouet in the first game. Maria Latos, the referee, home game for her. Not only is she German, but she's even from Hamburg. Stayed in the hotel with the referees anyway. Has said she walked over there because it was so close to her. But still, for the vibe, for the team atmosphere, she was in the hotel. It's nice to see her in action, and we're excited to get this block going.
France with the kickoff. A little bit long, not much pressure on the catcher. Portugal leads with it well.
Backwards.
And just as I say that, Portugal with the first couple of issues. However, France get the penalty.
Yeah, a bit of a commentator's curse there, and now France immediately breaking through, drawing to defenders, and then having that offload back on the inside. And it's a try to Tregu. Well done.
Didn't even take them 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's so quick. Oh, and it's great support play by her. She's the one that taps it and then follows the pass, so the inside offload is on. It's great timing as well. She didn't follow immediately, but she kept her line, so the defender was holding on her, and then she attacked hard because the defender's not expecting it. She has a gap to run into. Alana Tregu, well done to her. Am I pronouncing that right, Dennis? You're the French speaker.
Maybe Treguet. I think they are sisters. I'm just going to double check. I'm not saying anything wrong here. But sister serving sister for her try.
Oh, nice. Apologies to all the French listening for butchering the names. I'm trying hard. Portugal again dealing well with the kickoff. But there's good pressure. We had it in the first game. France really rushing up. They have a lot of line speed on the defense. And again, they're rushing up. And the second carrier has to carry in because all the options are shut down. This time they get a little too excited, give away the penalty on the breakdown. Now we'll see if Portugal get the opportunity to attack with some space.
Portugal choosing route 1. Trying to run through walls.
And they have Da Costa going to the far side. She was so dangerous in that first game of hers, making some terrible, making some very scaring runs. Big body that she can move well. But now they lose the ball, and it's a bit of fight for it. France together, and Maria gives the penalty to France. And they scored the last time with a penalty when they played it quick. They're trying to do the same thing again, and it works again. It's great footwork by number 31, Merle. And she goes over.
Yeah, that was show and go, a little bit of a step, and she's through.
I did not expect Portugal to be under the pump this much. I thought they'd be able to put up more of a fight, but France really dominant, showing what they're about. Big line speed on defense, and then on attack, just absolutely, what do you call it?
Clinical.
Clinical, thank you, that's what I was looking for. Clinical. Scoring first phase, both times they had the ball.
France doesn't meet much of a sniff here. Very powerful display, and whenever Portugal has the ball, they're under pressure immediately, and right now I don't really see them having any solutions for that French power game. And the next era, this will be a France ball.
Over.
Maybe a little bit greedy there. She could have passed that one on for a bit of a certain try, but let's see whether they still manage to.
I think this is the first time France had to set a face and play the second phase. And Da Costa, she got 3 penalties in the last game. This time, she's unfortunate not getting the penalties of France again with an advantage of being 10 back. And she attacks and goes over. No, she has to pop the ball up, and this is going to be a try. Yes, it is. France again going over. Absolutely dominant display. 3 minutes played, 15 points up. They haven't hit a conversion yet. Let's see about this one.
Number 27, Marie Dupuis. I think they could have already scored it with a simple draw and pass.
Probably, yeah.
However, they are all happy to attack the line themselves. Yeah, the windy condition makes it really, really hard for the athletes here.
Yeah, she keeps the ball in two hands very long as well. Hey, she keeps them guessing, and then in the end just waits a little too long to play the pass. Didn't really matter as they score one phase later. And this one's more contestable. Portugal do well under it. And let's see what they can make of this. They try to get quick ball, which is smart, as France, as we said. They have a lot of line speed, they're rushing them hard. So you do want to recycle quickly against them so they can't set. Now France with a good counter-attack. And it's diving over, so Portugal get the penalty. What would you do in this situation, Dennis, if you were Portugal?
It's a tough one. She doesn't really have the angle to get a lot of meters off the kick. However, do you want to tap, given that so far they've been struggling to put France under real pressure? So they do try to go to a set piece. Portugal's Adelina da Costa made quite a decent run there down the short side, ultimately running out of space. However, let's see whether they can give her a little more space later on with the ball.
Yeah, she's been doing really well all tournament.
However, overthrown, and that might cost them dearly.
Oh, this is great forward. Oh, but she loses it forward. Now Portugal with the chance to attack off transition.
However, they find themselves in a very familiar position deep in their 22.
This game didn't last long, the first visit in the French half.
And
but again, they give it to Da Costa out wide.
And
she's good, unfortunately, with a foot in touch. That's very unlucky. She doesn't seem too happy about it. She's playing a really good tournament, though, isn't she?
They need to put her into space. Then she can make her physicality count. She's broken tackles so far, even though Portugal has been under the pump.
Yeah, broken tackles, winning turnovers. One of the players to watch.
Now catching the line out as well.
This time, Portugal steal the line out. And Da Costa carrying to contact, staying on her feet, waits for support, and now goes down. Well done. But this is a position we know France will blitz from this, and that's what they do. But they overshoot a little bit, creating that mismatch, and she can attack, playing the offload. But good scramble by France, and they make the ball slow again. So now the line speed will probably come again. No, Portugal seems to have changed tactic. They want to attack around the fringes now, to draw in players. And
however, that was a little bit too predictable.
It seems to work, though. They're creating space out wide, and now if she gets the offload, unfortunately she can't, because Da Costa was in space now. But France has stolen the ball.
Yeah, Treguet, well done. Again, should have maybe given the pass.
Yeah, they're in the dummy. Portugal do well, not full for it. Oh, and she takes the outside. This is a big shot by Da Costa, and she looks for the turnover, and I think she'll get that.
Turnover.
Yes,
well
she
done.
does. What a performance we've seen from Adelina Da Costa. Especially if your team's on the back foot the whole time, it's even more impressive that you get an individual performance like that.
Yeah, keeps the blind side safe and then releases.
And she taps, kicks to us. Ball goes straight into the commentator box, hitting the laptop of our colleagues over there. Let's see if we can keep that. Unfortunately, gives it back a little bit. Yeah, Dennis, what do you make of that first half?
Yeah, France playing to their expectations, to be honest. They're putting a lot of pressure whenever Portugal has the ball. Portugal is very much struggling in possession, and most of the possession was deep in their own half. So, to be quite honest, they're going to have to find a different way to basically put France under pressure, because right now, what they're doing is not really working. Adelina Da Costa with some decent runs, however, France has been dealing with her, taking her space away, so let's see whether they can give her some better opportunities.
Yeah, I agree. You saw, though, they did adapt their game plan a bit. They worked out different ways to attack. When they saw they couldn't handle the rush defense and started to attack around the fringes, trying to offload, create space, some players in the middle. That worked quite well, so maybe we'll see some more exciting stuff when they say. However, France will come back out firing from the halftime.
Vous avez vu un rempart que là. Donc on est tout le temps, dès que je suis 1 et 2, je sais que je suis hyper vigilant. D'accord, ça c'est capital. Ça c'est important. En attaque, ayez confiance en nous aux extérieurs. Dès qu'on déplace le ballon, il y aura des opportunités. Donc vous voyez que vous
French coach basically saying, play the width, make the space, attack the space. Maybe France being guilty a little bit of choosing the one-on-one versus playing the free man, so the free woman in that case, my bad. However, let's see whether they can capitalize a little bit more, because given the individual quality of this French side, they can have an even more dominant display in the second half.
I wouldn't even say it's the one-on-one, it's more the choosing the dummy pass instead of giving the pass. There's a lot of times they attack the line, they have a free woman outside, and then they see if they can do something themselves. Which is fair enough. If you get a dominant performance like that, you can get a little, hey, I want to try this a game too.
I mean, they find themselves in very good positions often, and that they did score 3 tries, so can't really blame them for failing to do so. However, I think there would have been even more opportunities.
Yeah, we'll see. Wind has slowed down a bit, so we'll see if the kickoffs can change something. It's the first time Portugal kick off in this game. And she gets it up, very contestable. Oh, it's a big contest in the air. Love to see it. And Maria Lata sees a knock on by the French player. So Portugal gets a scrum
And
to start the second
It was
half.
who again?
It was again Adelina da Costa, isn't it?
Not pulling back, not pulling any punches, going for it.
Absolutely going for the ball. All legal in this. This is a great aerial contest. I love this area of the game, Dennis. It's so cool to see a high ball contest.
And Portugal being rewarded for this set play. See what they can do with the possession. Guilty of walking a little bit sideways there. And now they're lacking the depth.
Yeah, you can tell it's a big difference between the two teams. The work off the ball. In France, play a phase, the reload is so quick. All the players working back into depth. Portugal's struggling with this a bit. There's a phase, and then Portugal players still moving into position, and the ball gets slowed down a bit. Oh, it's hurried passing, and you don't really have time when you have the ball. But it seems to work. Again, forcing a knock-on by France.
Time is up.
So again, Portugal with an opportunity to attack off a scrum.
55.
Also France, at this point, looking a little bit more fit. I mean, that counter-ruck, 2 French players managing to create havoc at the breakdown. Bit unfortunate that they knock it on in the end. However,
Coach.
worrying signs for Portugal, I'd say.
5.
See if it comes from this. Scrum is fat, ball's out nicely. Good opportunity to attack, clean ball. Again, looking to attack the fringes to counter that blitz defense that France is showing. But just inaccuracy on the passes puts them under a lot of pressure. And now there's an opportunity to get a turnover. I think she's going to win this. Maria seems to have stepped hands away. And she's clearing, trying to go through the ruck. Again, attacking the fringes. And that tackle seemed to have been offside, as she was still involved in the ruck.
So Portugal get the chance to have a bit of a breather.
What do you want?
Let's see. They choose the scrum.
Time is off.
Scrum, yeah. They got the ball out clean the last time they played. And there's subs coming on as well.
Could have chewed off a couple meters.
7 and 21.
The lineup didn't work in the first half, though. Both teams were able to steal the other one's ball, and the scrum is more a safe ball.
I suppose, however, deep in their own half.
When Adelina da Costa leaves the field, it's been subbed off. She's been the danger woman. She was the one that we expected to score a try if Portugal will score in this game. So Portugal will need to step up.
5. Set. Pushing up.
Oh, yes, Scrum's pushing up. So Portugal again with a penalty, this time take it quickly and looking to attack.
A bit unlucky for the French. They seem to be a bit dominant there in the scrum. However, super aggressive on defense. Portugal, whenever they have the ball, are under pressure straight away.
And again, looking around the fringes, beating one, beating another one, getting some go forward, but gets a bit isolated there. Ball is reclaimed though with a basketball, pulls back. But they look so flat, hey? There's really little room to attack, to create. But they have a big woman on the wing now with a nice run, good fence. And now France on the back foot, defense is still retreating, so maybe we can do something with it, but the ball's not clean. And France can readapt again. This is a really good read.
For the first time in a while, Portugal really made the gain line. However, a bit of a handling error destroyed all the momentum. Little knock here from the Portuguese, so we're continuing with a French scrum.
And I'm excited to see what they can do from this. It's the first time in the second half France will get the ball off a set piece, which is where they scored their tries in the first half. So I'm hoping they'll be able to do some magic from scrum now.
Yeah, I think from a French point of view, not a bad situation to be in. Maybe 35 meters out from the line. Portuguese having to defend the whole width of the field. Let's see whether they can get a clean ball.
Timer's back on. Coach. No.
Justine Augier feeding the scrum.
She had a brilliant first day of the tournament. She was so good in the last game. Now she attacks a bit. Ball goes wide, again wide. This is a one-on-one. It's nice feed, but she's covered well.
Surprised she doesn't back her pace there. She seems to have the edge. However, France still in possession in a very dangerous position. So there she goes. Not pulling any punches.
I was worried I'd give a bit of a commentator's curse to her when I called her out, but she immediately backed it up, showed her brilliance. Classic scrum half try. Sees a little sniper, sees a little room. Some nice footwork gets her through and scores the try. That's nice awareness, because there is a guard, but just looking at the other side.
Yeah, very messy point of contact breakdown, and she just has the awareness to spot the space just a few meters out. However, France, whenever they have the ball, much more dangerous. However, despite all that dominance, it is just 3 tries in for Portugal if they were to come back. However, I don't really see how that could work out.
Yeah, it is possible though. Like, it's still 2 more minutes to play. We've seen bigger upsets in sevens. But yeah, the way the game's going so far, France looking really dominant. Portugal will go wide here. They can't really break through. Try again, moving the ball with a nice little wraparound. Now there's numbers outside. She can't give it, and now there's space to run into.
That was the best player for Portuguese so far in this game.
Yeah, and Marta's quick. We've seen her in the first game.
And
She's
she
so
has
quick.
the pace.
She's got to run all the way. We just said we were worried. We don't think they're going to do it. And immediately they were punishing up for doubting them. Marta running the whole length of the field, scoring the try.
Yeah, nice little wraparound that created the overlap. Perfect pullback.
Then the offer, and she not looking to go herself, sees the defenders drawn, and then Marta's just a quick player.
I'll be honest, I thought that France 14, Charlie Goya, would have had her covered. However,
yeah, it was a lot of space to defend for her.
So let's see whether Portugal can make it interesting again. The conversion is wide.
It's 1 more minute to play.
So still 3 tries needed.
Portugal will look to go quick here, but they seem to take their time. I don't think they want to win it. They're just looking to keep it close. Make another statement, maybe. Kick it deep. It's good defense of Justine Augier. Nice little switch play.
Oh, nice line.
Space out wide, but she sees the gap in front of her. Goes straight through. Is that Garance Merle? Yeah, right?
Yes, Garance Merle.
Garance Merle. Thank you, Dennis.
She runs a really good line. And that's what Portugal was lacking throughout the whole game. She came from depth. She came with a lot of pace. And that is much harder to defend than the, sadly at times, pretty predictable Portuguese attacks.
Yes, great point. As well, with them playing the switch play, you got to look out wide because there's players to be defended, and then they just get caught overshifting and they're opening up the gap for Mel to go through.
And she has a lot of pace.
And we heard the hooter. I don't know, did we see the conversions before or afterwards?
Yeah, I think this is it.
There seems to be, yeah, players shaking hands, so that's the game. A very dominant performance by France, showing who's the boss here. a good comeback from Portugal. I like the way they added the second half. They conceded a try less, they scored a try themselves, so they can be happy with how they pushed back from it. But France absolutely dominant on this one.
Once again, the beautiful little snipe by Ogier. And Portugal's only try, admittedly, was maybe the nicest try of the whole game. Well constructed, and a really, really good run at the end. Our next game will be Spain against Sweden in a few seconds. Teams are ready. And we're in the starting blocks here as well, in Hamburg.
And off we go. Spain's going to play Sweden now. Two teams starting with an S. Two teams that already played the first game. Sweden got dominated in their first game. However, I'm still very excited to see them. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Maya Müller. She plays for the Harlequins. I'm sure she can spark some danger. Sarah Jacobsen was showing some class. She was very physical, she's quick. So this is going to be a good one. And for Spain, we know what to expect. They're playing extensive ground rugby. They're great to watch. They're good footwork. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Paris. I'm looking forward to see her coming on. And we'll see how the game's going to go.
Once again, we do have a clear favorite in the Iberians. However, let's see how the Swedish front up.
It's again, there's a height difference, hey? The Spanish women look a lot taller than the Sweden women. What do you do with that? Because a contestable kick is difficult when the team is that much bigger. Would you kick deep, or would you still look to contest here, Dennis?
I think, given the wind, given the tricky conditions, it might be worth just putting it deep and trying to defend. However, let's see what they'll pick.
To be fair, I might be wrong as well, looking at the 4-2 split here. There's a couple of big, tall women in the Swedish lineup as well, and they do kick contestable, but Spain managed to get it and immediately look to play quick out, moving the ball, switch play on the far side.
And
then
Spain dishing out the handoffs.
Keeping it alive. Valverde, she had a good first game as well, I remember.
Looking very physical, Valverde, yeah.
Every time off set piece, they were giving the ball to her, looking if she can create something.
Looks like her preferred ball runner.
There's a penalty to Sweden. Did she tap that? I was going to say, I don't think she tapped it. Did the good old TJ Piranara there. Just went off with the ball.
Worth a try.
Always worth a try. Looking to scrummage now, I think. On the way they lined up. Yes, they do. Choosing a scrum. And let's see if they can create something from this. Oh yes, clean over the ball. Good shot there by Maya Müller.
Then the clean out from the side, also holding on like, multiple things that could have been penalized here.
Crouch. Fine. Set.
Swedish feed by center position. Although Spain applying the pressure straight away. That was flat at best, but Spain dealing with it very well. Garcia with the tackle into touch.
And let's see, lineouts is a thing that didn't really seem to work in Hamburg generally so far. A lot of teams were struggling on retaining their own lineouts. I'm not sure if we've seen a Spain lineout already this tournament, but let's see what they can do from here. A 1-2 split going to the back. It's a very clean ball, well done. No arguments here.
Perfect starting platform.
Valverde seems to be in the forward, so they can't hit her. But she's on the far side now, and Spain look to play that far side again. Going back, Valverde, now a ball in hands. Nice footwork, carrying her forward. And now they'll look to spread it.
She always makes it past the first couple defenders, so always a danger.
Nice juggle, good regathering, but just keeps her from really engaging the defensive line here, because when she had the ball under control, defense was already in her face. But now there's some space and pace going on. It's a nice bump off, and then the ability to get the ball away after that collision is well done. Valverde again beats the defender, picks the ball up, goes over, almost there, and then Spain power over with the first try of the game.
Well done.
Really well done. I love the Valverde. Like, everything about this try was class, wasn't it?
First it was Ana Cortés Ecobo bumping off defenders, and then Valverde engaging multiple defenders, picking up the ball again, doing all the hard work. So that number 5, Ulibari Perez de Nanclares.
Yeah, a lot of power on this try. Hey, first the one running sideways. Whoa!
And a silent conversion as well.
Kick. Spain with a statement try on this one.
Who kicked the conversion?
Was it Valverde again?
Yes.
What a class player.
From the sideline, with those windy conditions, that might have been the best kick of the day so far.
Probably, yeah.
Probably the only reason they don't let her do the kickoffs is that she can't receive them.
And it's always hard if the player kicking converts the same player kicking kickoffs, because she has to work back so quickly, and it's a lot more work, whereas when someone else kicks it, you can get back and then set yourself for the chase. Whereas when you kick again, you have no break for your head. You immediately have to concentrate on something again. Oh, it's a nice set piece by Sweden. Sorry, go on, Dennis.
But Spain very much aware of the threat, so Sweden not really doing much with the advantage. Messy breakdown. And Spain being penalized and not happy with the decision. Serrano Garcia complaining to the AR.
AR's got a great name, by the way. His name's Robert Läufer, which is
was well known from the Bundesliga.
Robert Runner in the German.
They do trust the scrum more.
Let's see what they do here. I think they're going to spread it, or maybe attack from the front. It's tough, mate. It's tough. I really don't know how to beat the Spanish defense so far. They've been really good. It's a big shot by Maya Müller. And they go to the center. And Wikström gets a big carry in. Then switching it up. Keeping the ball alive.
Running into traffic.
Oh, it's a good clean. Good awareness that she needed there, hurrying over to clear the rug.
The Spanish line speed is really suffocating the Swedish attack.
Now they look to wrap around the corner, maybe creating numbers. The winger was calling for the players to fold, but Valverde with a great shot. And unfortunately, the turnover doesn't hold the body weight. So Maya Müller now with a quick tap gives the ball over. Oh, and it's again a handling mistake. Ball going forward, so it's got to be scrum for Spain.
Yeah, Spain on defense, impressive line speed, basically not giving Sweden any opportunities. Oh, that hack might have gone wrong, but luckily not.
Yeah, when you look at Aussie rules, there's a rule for it. It's called kicking in danger when the ball's on the floor and someone tries to pick it up. and then the player kicks it, it's kick in dangerous, you take the risk of kicking someone's hand or someone's head. We don't have that in rugby, but as I think it's such a big advantage to kick the ball forward off a loose ball. So it's fair enough. It implies a different tactical advantage, but it gives you the risk of getting injuries from this situation. This one, fortunately, goes well. Spain spread the ball.
Just for our audience at home, wind's picking up again. So if the passes go a little bit astray, it might also be due to the really windy conditions. Not a bad kick, however, Sweden probably winning the chase and it's going to go dead anyway, so... But again, Valverde making a big effort and almost making it. Impressive performance by her this half.
Isn't it impressive performance? I think we need to give a shout out to Sweden as well, though, because we were talking so much about Spain and how good they were. But in the end, it's just one try that they're up. So Sweden obviously is doing something right to keep the game as close as it is.
In terms of possession, in terms of territory, I do think Sweden did not have a lot of opportunities, and however, they were able to contain Spain most of the time, except for that one try.
Vamos juntas, lo primero. Cogemos aire. Soltamos. Cogemos aire. Soltamos. Última, cogemos. Soltamos.
Está bien, tía, la velocidad de los racks es buena. Vamos a verticalizar luego un poco más para desplazar y la antepenúltima que ataque esos dos pases, ¿vale? Y nos ponemos todos los juntas que podamos lanzar el juego. Está bien, vamos a aguantar la posición para finalizar, ¿vale? Porque teníamos que haber ido dos más arriba. Aguantamos la posición para finalizar, ¿vale? Y ahora más trabajo en defensa.
So, more ruck speed, quicker recycling of the ball.
Really good. This next 2 minutes is going to be huge. So all we want is that E and that W is energy. Okay, so no changes. Okay, so the 7 stay on, bring energy in that 2 minutes. Okay, and then super subs come on. So work hard in that 2. You got the wind behind you, so watch your passes. They got the wind in their face, so get up. Okay, get up, line speed. Let's go big 2 minutes. Okay.
Sweden very much see themselves in this game. So hearing the coach there speak, Sweden looking to make an impact the first 2 minutes. Well, we do see the only try of the game once again. A great effort by Valverde.
Is there a language that you don't speak, Dennis?
Swedish.
Well, we're lucky that the coach is English then. How's your Danish?
Non-existent as well.
Maybe I need to travel the Scandinavians a bit more. As you see Sweden take the kick-off. It's a bit of a tricky one, as it's very flat, but they do manage well.
That
And
was
now
very unconventional by the Spanish, and I'm
looking to
not
go
quite
wide.
sure it paid off. They were trying to catch Sweden napping, didn't do so, however, now the turnover.
It is interesting. Hey, Sweden, we talked about in the first game a lot. I think we lost it a bit here as we were so busy talking about Spain. But Sweden really changing up their game plan. We're used from them being a very physical team that likes to front up, playing pick and goes, playing first up carries, trying to be dominant in those. And they're really moving the ball a lot more in this tournament than we're used from them. And I think you can tell it's a new game plan to them. So there's still some execution errors.
Yeah, given how well Spain has been defending, obviously not that, while I'm saying it, Spain very close to scoring.
And there's space on the right side, but they go left. And there's a 2-on-1 here. Valverde decides to go herself. Fortunate she scores there. That would have been a real mess if she did, and the player on the outside would have been really mad.
Yeah, I'm surprised she could have also gone on the outside without hitting the player. However, she apparently loves the contact as well. So, in good old rugby spirit, running over the opponent instead of just stepping around.
Yeah, one of the greatest stories I've ever seen on a rugby tournament was one of my former teammates. He was already in the try line, and he had a 18-year-old kid in front of him who was closing down the space in the middle, and he could just put the ball down. But inside the try area, he decided to run straight at him, absolutely ran him over to put the ball in. I think Valverde is capable of doing similar things as well. The way she looked to execute this 2-on-1, scored the try. So good on her, well done.
Now, Sweden is looking down at a 12-point deficit, and as the coach announced at halftime, first couple of subs See whether they can inject some pace.
It's a good line out, good take on the high ball. And Sarah Jacobson now has joined the field. She's been really dangerous in the first game, so look forward to see her stepping up. She's at first receiver now, getting the ball, moving it wide. I think it makes sense to play this new game plan against good opponents, though, because you want to stress test them. Hey, you want to see if they work against the opponent, you're going to do them. So yeah, I'm happy to see them expand their game, being more dimensional. Again, set piece play. And in there's a big carry now. And Emma Weiderang on the half break.
Couple of offloads, which got them some space. However, again, Spain's line speed is really a problem for the Swedish. Ooh, got a bit of a lifting tackle here, but...
Oh, and that's a nice snipe. And if she gets the offload away, players are coming in.
Nonstead.
And again, they're looking to move it. She went sideways, and it seems to work. Goes almost through a stop there. Well done to give the ball in a bit of space again. So he has to pick it up from the floor. There's no face build, so no offside for Spain. They can close the space down.
However, this is the most threatening Sweden has looked all game.
Yeah, and look at the way they work off ball here. They're so good setting depth. Even if the ball goes loose, it's more important to get it to space. So I think Sweden's a really good attacking run here. Unfortunately, not rewarding themselves with an unfortunate pass. It goes a little too high. She can't catch it. Spain looking to go quickly. No. Robert Runner shows the line. Shows the Spanish line now.
However, as much as the Swedish have been working off the ball to get into position, same can be said about Spain.
Yeah, 100%.
Work rate, quite impressive. Swedish number 2, getting a little bit of attention, Isabel Wexström, together on the pitch with her sister Cecilia. However, she's good to continue. And now we have scrum feed Spain.
Set.
What a run.
This is nice footwork. Hey, a little stop and stop and go. And then always looking to pass, not looking to pass, keeping the defense doubting. This is what gets her going forward so much. And now she's looking for the offload. I've seen that forward, but the referee says go on. And she was in a way better position than we are. So I'm guessing she's right. It's a good defensive effort. And now Spain looking to move the ball. I'm sure there's space out wide, looking at the way they're doing. But no, they have it. They have a 2-on-2 here. They have the equal numbers. And they managed to stop her right in front, pull her backwards. And Spain again going wide. No, they don't. They're dummy and changing the side. And Valverde, this time she gets it over. And there's a knock-on on the floor. And look at the Swedish players. They look really happy with their defending their own try line.
What an effort.
So hard in sevens because you have to put that one-on-one tackles. You have to make them dominant. It's really, really difficult thing to do. Sweden can be very happy at putting the pressure on. This offload doesn't get out accurate. And she has trouble catching it.
Spain looked for all money to be in.
Yeah, but that change of direction, I bought it. I said they were going to go wide, and they changed direction. They really got me on this. I'm sure they got someone in Sweden as well.
Number 2, Marta Cantabrana-Gil. She started it, almost finished it, however, coughed up the ball with the line inside. However, danger is not over for Sweden. They're in a position where they don't really want to have the ball, especially now that...
I was going to say, that's a clear from the side. And that's an easy walk-in. Well done. Good awareness, playing quick. Miralles. Carmen Miranda Miralles. Well done. Quick tapping and diving over. There's nothing the Swedish players can do there.
All the effort early on. Didn't yield anything, and then basically the try was just gifted.
Yeah, you do feel for them. Hey, that really good effort, and now being punished like this. Yeah, nothing you can do there. It's just good awareness. Very smartly played, immediately tapping the ball.
Also, clean jackal.
Yeah.
Well done.
Good rugby that. And conversion's good as well. It's a 21-point lead. I'm sorry, they already added the points, it seems. It's a 19-point lead.
Yeah, one conversion is too kicked. She didn't trust her pace there.
So final hoot is gone. Sweden in possession with a hardly contested ruck. Winning a penalty. I'd be so happy for them if they could revolt themselves and score a try, because they've been showing potential in this game, but Spain was just too good at closing it down. Let's see what they do. They're not looking to reward themselves. They're happy with the 19-point loss, probably because they don't want the point difference to go too high. There's still something to win through this. Unfortunately for Sweden, again a loss, but a big, big victory for Spain. 19 points to 0. Well done, congratulations, Spain.
Oh, okay. Jenny, so put 2 yellow cards.
Good afternoon. That's another good win for you. Are you starting to find your feet in this tournament?
Well, I think we have a lot to grow. I think we can play a lot better. It's a win, but I think for tomorrow we need to watch the matches and grow over them.
Yeah, it is a long tournament. You know, you've got your next game coming up tomorrow. What will be the plan for the girls tonight?
Just maybe to relax a little bit, get out of rugby, and then just watch French matches, and just to relax and grow.
Yeah, you've just said that. I mean, France, you're going to come up against France. They're very good, but do you think you can beat them?
Of course. It's the 7th.
Exactly that. Good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hope it all goes well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Merci.
Continuing with a classic GB facing Ireland.
So both teams took the field. Ireland's going to kick off. What do you expect from this game, Dennis?
Team GB winning a bit of a thriller earlier today, while Ireland kicked off things with a bit of a tough loss against Belgium. So given the group stage situation, Ireland has a bit more pressure on their shoulders. Let's see how they'll deal with it.
Yeah, we got really excited about that GB-Denmark game. There was a new Denmark fan found in me after this one. I really love the performance. Got to give credit to GB, though. They did well to win it. So we see they're able to close out clutch games. And we'll see this one's going to be an exciting one, too. In GB, we know they have the nerves to win a tight game.
However, Ireland with a really good start, putting pressure on the commentator's curse. Putting pressure on GB, however, then the handling error.
Managed to regather it, though.
Megan Burns making some valuable meters. Hard line by McKerney.
On their space. That's well done, Ilana Fitzpatrick. Nice footwork. Doesn't have the pace to go all the ways. There's an inside tackle coming in. But now there's space. He does well to attack. Beat one defender. Looks for
nice
doesn't even look for the offload. The fence big enough. The pace is there. And Ilana McKerney.
And the second offend.
Goes over. Seems to have done something to her elbow while scoring it. Can be proud of that run and gets up. Absolute champion stuff.
I was going to say, really good ball retention by Ireland, and whereas they struggled the first couple of phases to make the advantage line, they really put the foot on the gas and fend to the throw.
How powerful. And it's 3 fends in a row, 3 defenders she's beaten with it. Adding to that, some nice footwork. Well done, Ilana McKerney.
I mean, as often, not too much love lost between these two. Let's see whether this continues the rest of the game.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this is going to go. It's been a really nice one in the first 1.5 minutes. Ireland kicking off again, looking to kick contestable again. It's a difficult one to get. It's well tapped back by the GB player. Now they're looking to move it to the space out wide. Nice feet, looking for the offfield, deciding against it then.
Probably a good call here.
Ball's retained. Ooh, and that's a good read by Katie Corrigan. Closing down that Great Britain attack. Looking to play side again. Again, trying to get a battle going there, and it's 2 knock-ons. It's a lot of trying to get that second last defender to attack, drawing 2 defenders, and then freeing the person on the wide channel, I think. That's what GB are looking for in this game so far.
However, Ireland managed to close down the space well so far. It does take a lot of effort. It does take a lot of energy. Let's see whether they can keep that up for 14 minutes and a bit of change.
Thank you, just there, fine. Sorry, no. GB, do you want to come down? Crouch! Bind! Set!
Ireland, Gorman feeding the scrum. Fitzpatrick runs into traffic. And Megan Burns, again, some valuable meters. And Fitzpatrick finds the gap. That was well done.
It's again off a fend of Ilana Fitzpatrick with a big fence sitting down the GB defender and then goes through. There seems to be something they've been really working on.
Yeah.
Look at that, nice footwork, and then the fend, and off she goes.
Yeah, and also good to mention Megan Burns' clean out. They were just about to lose the ball there. Megan Burns saved the day. Conversion does not go over.
I mean, the post is a smaller target than the goal, so very skillful kick still.
Yeah, we've seen the post hit a few times today.
I love that you see Felix Hufnagel with the men kick the crossbar and then went over, got the double in it.
I mean, ball retention of Team GB has not been all that bad. They combine well, however.
They look good. And here's a big fan from Team GB this time.
There's no love lost, but Team GB still not really threatening the line so far.
Oh, no, they've got numbers out wide they can execute.
And that was lost ball.
Again, Shalaka, she was so dangerous against Denmark. Scored all 3 tries for Team GB in that one. And again, looking really dangerous with the ball in 2 hands. You just know something's going to happen when she touches it. And almost making something happen again, unfortunately, for the GB perspective here. She goes, and then that offload just doesn't go to hand. She messes it up a bit. She knocks it on while trying to offload.
She almost gasses Katie Baker. However, Baker just managed to scramble and get 2 hands on her shirt, dragging her down.
And Katie Baker's a quick player. Hey, it takes someone to be able to gas her like that.
Now one of the GB players, we can't see exactly who because it's on the far side of the pitch, being treated, and she's going to come off.
It's probably Shalaka, hey? She was the one getting tackled in the last action. It's pretty close to where that was. So I expect it to be her. So with this breakdown, what do you make of this game so far? What do you think? Is it what you expected?
Ireland has been very, very attentive, especially on defense, not giving the British girls any chance whatsoever. And on the other hand, whenever they had the chance, they proved clinical. They did not let anything go to waste, and especially the physicality when carrying ball has been impressive.
I was going to say, you got to give it to the GB defense, though, that both tries will score off moments of individual brilliance. They're doing really well to shut the space down, to not have space out wide where they can attack or creating gaps. It's really the big fence that we saw from McKerney and Fitzpatrick that made them go through, especially the McKerney try, where she beats 3 defenders just with a fen. So systematically, the GB defense is really looking good. They need to execute a little better on their tackles when the big ball runners come in.
Speaking of which, Burns going for a hard ball again.
It's a great tackle there.
Happy with the tackle. Happy with the tackle. Offside here.
And there's a penalty for Ireland.
Offside.
They're looking to take it quick, then they're sliding against it. All the while that we're playing, Fitzpatrick has been hugging the touchline. She's right in front of us. She seems to be waiting for a wide ball, even if Ireland play the other side. Oh, that's McConnery again. How powerful is she? And now the ball goes into the area of Fitzpatrick. She's been waiting for it so long. Now switching it up. Keeps the ball, it's Katie Baker. So I was told, oh, that's great line speed by Team GB.
Bit of a rip
Big hit there as well by Matilda Hyatt. Ireland do well to recover the ball, though, because this was very dangerous.
Good game to watch.
Now they're looking to kick it. I'm Amy Larn. Looks to back her pace. Regain the ball. That's a clean pickup. Well done.
She might have hacked it on, but however, it seems like Ireland is bound to score anyway.
And this is the try.
Katie Corrigan.
Well done, Katie Corrigan.
They saw that there was no one sweeping, pounced, and are rewarded with their 3rd try.
Yeah, we saw Portugal earlier trying, no, not Portugal, it was Turkey, sorry. Turkey tried a lot to kick the ball into space with no sweeper, it was something that's made them special so far. We've seen it now work for Amy Lauren. Oh, that's such a clean pickup, well done.
Reminds me of another Irish rugby player who once scored from a very clean pickup, however, that was Brian O'Driscoll and he did not get caught.
Yeah, she might have been able to release the ball and score herself, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, she did the team thing, recycled the ball, gave it back, and Katie Corrigan can score 1 phase later. And again, King contestable as a mess at the GB take, and the ball goes into touch. So this is the first half. Ireland can be very happy with that. They're showing a very dominant performance. Honestly, I expected the game to be a little more close. I know GB likes to play Ireland, so I was hoping they'd put a bit... Sorry, I'm doing them wrong here. They're putting up a lot of a fight, but Ireland is much better at executing, scoring tries, and 17-0 is a statement in this game, isn't it?
Definitely. This is a steep mountain to climb for GB in the second half. Right now, I don't quite see where they can get at least 3 tries from, but let's listen what they have to say at halftime.
Get a breath? Yeah.
Everyone in. 3, 2, 1 in. And out. 1 more in. And out.
Okay, we're getting really good depth from our sort of second receiver there, which is just like, even they're shooting on us, we're getting, you know, they're overcommitting that there, and then we're able to get out of it even that next time, okay? Don't be afraid to just go back a few steps, then to come forward again. You know, we sort of turned the ball over there, and we ended up back here before we scored, okay? So we just want to make sure we get ourselves deep enough that we keep possession, all right? We're going too many of the balls, like taking the line and a short ball in there, all right? Keep that physicality out then, our carriers, and that midfield whenever you get that there. Okay, let's go.
This race comes as well, it's like easy comes. It doesn't matter, just easy comes. Let's go. 2, 3, G, woo!
That was quite interesting to listen to. So, Irish coach basically saying more of the same. Keep your depth in attack and keep up the physicality. Those were 2 of the factors that got them into this very enviable position. We didn't hear too much of the GB team talk. Heard about more communication, but not sure what they want to change up.
Yeah, James Topping with really encouraging halftime speech there. Hey, telling the women do exactly the same as he did before, encourage them how they played. It's a fair game. They were doing really well, dominating this game in front for a reason. Since we didn't hear the coach, Dennis, if you were the Team GB coach, what would you tell them at this halftime?
Yeah, obviously a little bit more precision on attack. Try to find spaces, because honestly they have not been threatening line, neither with hard carries nor with good combinations. So I'm not sure what the Irish team has not really shown a big weakness so far. So let's see where they can find one.
Yeah, I agree. It's also a mental thing. Hey, they got the tries. The last one, to be fair, was just great vision by Amy Lan, and then they went through. But the 2 tries before was them slipping tackles, so maybe it's a mental thing as well. Hey, remind them, use the little breaks you get to reset your mind so you don't get too tired. Maybe that's the thing you can tell them. In attack, it's really hard to look for something because the Irish defense looks so good.
Now giving away a bit of a stupid penalty, which will allow Ireland to take a bit of time off the clock, attack with space.
Nice little switch play. And again,
Baker almost through. In terms of ball carrying, gotta say, Ireland has the upper hand. And here she goes again, Claire Gorman. And she is getting caught. I'm surprised, I saw her clean through.
Oh, but she just rolled to offload again to Megan Burns. And Megan Burns scores the try. That's the thing as well. Hey, we had that off the kick that Amy Lan put through as well. They get big line breaks, they re-gather the ball, and then there's support play. You don't leave the player alone when they make line breaks. The same thing here. Claire Gorman with a brilliant line break. Off she goes. And then when she gets caught, she immediately has someone to pop the ball to. And Megan Burns then still has a good job to do. Beats 2 defenders to get over the line and score the try.
I mean, first of all, also good by Evelyn Clark of Team GB to not give up on this play. However, the same can be said for the Irish support players that made this try happen. So we've got 4.5 minutes to play. However, I don't see Team GB coming back into this one.
Mate, I'd like to see them try something different in attack. It's hard to say what. It's just, like I said, the Irish defense, it looks so good. I can't really spot a weakness in it yet. But there's players in there's coaching stuff. There's players who play a lot better than I do. They're a lot smarter than I am, so I'm sure they'll be able to find a way to do something to manipulate this defense, because it is a good team.
Ireland bringing on Nia Murphy.
Time's gone. Again this time. Crouch!
Another factor that plays into this is Ireland got a lot more training time together. From what I heard, Team GB, they weren't able to train too much together. The team didn't have too many sessions, so it's a lot of individual great players, but the combinations are not set in yet. There's not as much practice time, no camps together, but like little camps together, whereas the Irish Sevens program is going really well, and you can tell by these players combining, knowing where they are, passes going to hand. They know what each other's doing. And again, Corrigan with a big carry. Winning a penalty here as well. Looking to tap, and there's space on the right side. And it's drawn pass, another drawn pass. Ball doesn't quite go to hand, but Alana Fitzpatrick. Nice awareness to give the ball out to Lucia in.
What a chop tackle.
And again, numbers on the right, drawn pass, Katie Baker beats the defender and scores the try, 27-0.
Not mucking around.
Yeah, Ireland really putting the foot on the throat now. Hey, it's been a competitive first half with Ireland having the better on individual tries and then in the end scoring a nice team try. Now they're really proving they're the better team here. Beating defenders systematically, breaking down that GB defense. Foot's on the throat, game's gone.
Probably about the margin now. Ireland can put themselves into a very good position.
Is she going off?
I mean, they're yet to play Denmark,
She's off now? Okay, thank you.
where they would be favourites once again.
Hold on, hold on. Time back on.
Good run by Evans, however, dealt with in defence.
And now they're looking to tap. Let's see what happens here. This is the first time we have Ireland really on the back foot by having to retreat 10 meters. And it gives the opportunity to Enstead to run a bit into space. But Ireland do well to slow the rack down, and now they have time to set the defense, and again can make tackles number up. Good hit. Fitzpatrick tries to counter ruck but gets cleaned out. But an unclean pass, the ball's shuttled a bit. But who am I to judge? There was space, now the kicks in behind for, what's her name again? For the number. Thank you, for Ali Enstead to chase. She regathers, but it's brought down. And this is a penalty. Ireland should get the ball. No, referee says it's a high tackle. So GB get the ball again.
Yeah, she was a bit isolated there, so maybe a little bit fortunate to get away with that one.
Yeah, well done though. Hey, two not that good passes, and then they were able to move the ball to space. That kick in behind was a good option. The space was there. They were able to regather it, and yeah, then it's a bit unfortunate from an Irish perspective. But GB now looking to create space, seeing that there is possibilities. Let's see if they can reward themselves with a try.
I mean, this by far been the best position they've been in. Which says a lot about how this game went. All of that pass was unnecessarily floated.
Interesting passing technique here with the other hand, given the spin.
Not really helpful if you're on the receiving end.
But here they are looking to go short side again. Oh, Amstead, she's good at beating defenders. Hey, she has a good performance since she came on the bench. It's really made an impact. This time though, Ireland winning the penalty.
For holding.
And off they go. It's a big carry looking to make a statement here. Ball's clean out.
Classic Simone sidestep, not even bothering to pretend to go any other way.
Space out wide, just does well to attack it. Straightens up again. Throws the dummy. Gets tackled. There's an Irish player laying the line and also on the floor, so Ireland down 6 at the moment. Does not seem to bother them, break the line, then the off, unfortunately, doesn't go to hand. And she gets
Aguero.
Aguero, that is class. That's a piece of class. Breaks the line, messes up the offers, but stays alive. Hey, that's really well done. Making the mistake and immediately making up for it by regathering the ball and scoring the try.
Fortune favors the brave, as they say.
It does.
I mean, it definitely went backward.
Unfortunate with that forward. There's no face plate, so she has every right to go for that ball.
And Jennifer Hesketh will be asking herself, what was I doing? And that is that. 34-0.
Man, big performance by Ireland, absolute statement performance, 34-0 on a Team GB. That's really a good team. Like, it's not like they've beaten the outsiders here. They've had a tough game, and Ireland with a surprisingly high victory. Congratulations to them. Let's see if we can get someone on the interview, chat a little about them, all those hands being shaken. And after this game, we'll look forward. It's Belgium against Denmark. After the first game, I'm a big fan of Denmark now. I'm looking forward to see them play a strong side like Belgium, see what they can offer against that.
And the players take to the field. Belgium against Denmark. The experienced Belgian team and the fresh Danes just progressing to the Rugby Championship from the trophy this season. A lot of excitement. They had a cracking first game, particularly Sophie Giesing, Freya Halbech, a couple of players who really stood out, wearing the number 2 and the number 6.
Belgium, we good?
Let's see if they can take it to the Belgians just as well as they did in game 1.
Yeah, they really surprised us with their dominance. Hey, they were so good. They were unfortunate to lose it in the end, but a really good performance, like especially by those 2 players, Halbech and Sophie Giesing.
Matt.
I think we just played a lot more cohesive than we had our first game. I think we made it easier for ourselves. Like, it was still a really good game, but like, I think we just got into our flow better, and I think like, it was just, we kind of played a bit better ourselves, so it was a bit easier.
Good, yeah. I mean, that first game against Belgium was really tough. I mean, Belgium are a good team. Did you think that you should have done better against Belgium, maybe?
I just think we were finding our feet. Like, I don't think it was a good or bad. I think we just kind of were settling into it, but I think like that win is definitely a big lift for us now against Denmark tomorrow. Like, it's good to have a win under our belts, you know. So.
Oh, exactly. You've got Denmark tomorrow. We're hoping that you get a nice little win there. So tonight, what will be the plan tonight?
Rest and recovery, I guess.
Well, you enjoy your rest and recovery, and good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
And Verkemer for Belgium, opening the scoring. So it's 5-0. And despite the strong spirits from Denmark, Belgium off to a pretty much perfect start.
Yeah, I mean, Denmark, they have a tough group. Hey, they play GB, they have Ireland and Belgium in the group, which are all really good teams. Belgium beating Ireland in the first game, and Ireland putting in a big performance against GB just before this game, beating them 34-0. So yeah, Denmark unfortunately losing to GB before absolute underdogs in this game. But I'm excited to see it. I'm a big fan of Denmark after that first game.
So Belgium to get us back underway. Well fielded by Denmark.
No hands, no.
A controlled start from that kickoff. Attacking the blind side through Elmbach. And they distribute. Bring some width into it. Those passes just not quite accurate enough to get the forward momentum though. And they will have to start again. Coming from deep, making a half break there. Riai. Oh, but the fumble at the base is a bit of a killer for this one.
Yeah, you can tell Belgium did their research. Hey, as soon as Sophie Giesing touches the ball, she's got 2 players on her, shutting her down. It's really hard for her to create something from this.
Yeah, and they would just see a replay of that little Little error at the back of the breakdown, giving Belgium a great opportunity to attack here. And they come away from the base of the scrum, moving the ball wide instantly. Little wrap around. Accuracy is missing, but well tidied up by Chiwa. And they're back underway. Little offload out the back door, and that will be the second try for Belgium. Bakonda doing what she does best and getting points on the board. Here we see it again. The ball going loose, but well tidied up. Little cheeky offload out the back door, and Bakonda just needs to run it home.
Lisa Gosens, outrageous is that. Hey, beating the defender, getting the ball free, the hand free twice to adapt, and then play another offload. That is so good.
Very casual, wasn't it? Very casual. That's why they pay her the big money. The atmosphere's just gone a little bit flat here.
That is Sophie Giesens being treated. Her and Halberg, the two players we pointed out, they both play for CSR in Denmark, the Danish club, which has been unbeaten the whole season, so they're used to winning. Probably this is why they why they're so dominant when they take the ball. Sophie actually has assist as well. She's in the Denmark squad as well, but she's done her as ACL unfortunately, so she's not available for this tournament. So we're excited to see her as soon as she's back. Hopefully Denmark can keep the league. But now Belgium again attacking the ball wide. Taking it's a good tackle by Sophie Giesen, forcing the knock-on in there. So Denmark now with the first opportunity to attack in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a difficult position to attack from. They're deep in their own half. But it is that first opportunity to put some phases together, establish themselves in this game. Got a 12-point deficit with just over 2 minutes until half-time. They'd be desperate to get a try before the break.
Yeah, I'd be so happy for them if they got one. Look at that again, looking to attack around the fringe. We said that around the first game of Great Britain. They're good at keeping phases, keeping the ball. That's Freya Halbeck looking to carry, but again, Belgium did their research, immediately closing her down. No space for her to attack. And again, looking to build phase, but that Belgium defense is so good, so dominant. Ambre Collet shooting up there, making a big shot on her. Now they get to go forward, but the offload is a little forced, and Belgium get the ball from her. And this is a messy breakdown. The referee says release the ball. So the ball's going out. Denmark tries to roll out. It's a good job at freeing that breakdown. But now Belgium with space to attack. They come very deep. It was nice work off the ball to get into position. And it's good space by Lisa Guzens. She created the first try with the outrageous offload. This time she shows us pace. This time she shows her pace. Going right through, keeping the ball in one hand casually, dotting it down. And Margot Stevens now with the opportunity to make 2 more points.
Yeah, here we see them just finding the simple solution, getting the ball into the hands of Goosen, playing their game in the width. They defended very patiently up to that, forcing Denmark to play rather laterally, taking the opportunity to turn over and then doing the simple things well. So Belgium really, that kind of epitomises Sevens rugby. It's hard work off the ball and then clinical work on it.
Well said. There's 1 minute to go. Denmark will receive the kickoff again, but Belgium have put them under a lot of pressure on those kickoffs. So let's see what's going to happen here. The wind's turned up a little again. See how she can adapt to that. Oh, no worries whatsoever. This is a great contestable kick, and what a take by Lisa Gussen. This is a brilliant performance she's showing, creating tries, scoring tries, and now that kickoff retake. Unfortunately, ball goes to the floor. Doesn't really matter when you have dangerous players on the far end, creating one-on-ones. And off they go again. Good fend, creating space.
No release.
Denmark defense looking good though. Belgium struggling to make meters after that first retake.
Yeah, but they look happy to just go through the phases here, build it from deep.
Yeah, and that's the thing with sevens rugby. Hey, territory is not as important. You can always get a breakaway, but just manipulate and defend. As we talked a lot about going backwards to go forward afterwards. So this is what Belgium's looking to do now.
Yeah, possession really crucial, much more than territory. In 15s rugby, it might be a little bit the other way around, but in sevens, you're really looking to control possession of the ball. It's a lot more exhausting for the opposition team when they're defending you and you've got control of the situation. Like you said, they've all got the ability to put in those 50-metre, 60-metre sprints.
Yeah, it's not to underestimate how hard this game of sevens is, right? I played sevens a couple of weeks ago again, and I hadn't been training for it. I was like, oh, this is very tough. So it's a lot of running. These players must be tired by now because it was an intense first half. There was a lot of ball and play time. And we're in overtime already. Belgium picking the scrum of the penalty and see what they can create from here.
Yeah, this will be interesting. I reckon with a 19-0 lead, I wouldn't be surprised to just put it out here, but they may look to extend the lead and play the ball in the width. They do indeed do that. They're not done here, Goossens. With a little inside ball, it's lovely. Goossens is absolutely bossing it today. It's going to be a try for the 11, Isabeth. And she's under the posts.
That is a ridiculous performance. That footwork just keeping them down, then casually throwing that inside pop to Isabeth. That's class.
She looks incredibly confident, doesn't she, right now, Goossens, and quite rightly so.
It looks so casual as well.
She got that assist there with the first try. She then scored one. She took the kickoff, and now she's set up the next one. You know, 2 assists, 1 try, retained kickoff. They're ridiculous stats.
That's a player of the match statement already with the second half not even beginning.
There we see the Danish fans not quite as excited as they were against Great Britain.
Yeah, they've been quieting down a bit. Hey, maybe they need to get up a bit more, get up behind the Danish crowd. It might help them. But let's see what the coaches and the leaders have to say.
Ça va? Vous avez vu, la seule difficulté, je pense que c'est un peu le vent. Il faut régler un petit peu les distances de passe et il faut être, comme je vous l'ai dit, un peu plus concentré. Après, je pense que la lancée, elle est très bonne. Il faut continuer comme ça, la main sur le ballon, assurer les coups d'envoi. En défense, vous y mettez ce qu'il faut. Vous avez vu, je crois que le match, il a l'air...
Så bliver vi nødt til bare at rykke ud og få det fletter.
That's the best way to get through this is to play through our phases, okay? When we control it, it's a lot harder for them. Let's hold on to that ball, play through our phases.
Men Pia, vi er simpelthen nødt til i defense at rykke op og så ud, fordi lige nu der drifter vi med det samme. Eller nej, når vi ikke gør det, når vi kommer op og ud, så er det, vi lukker dem ned, okay? Og så er det der, de begynder at fumle rundt, så lad os fortsætte med det.
Den samme presstil, vi bliver vi nødt til at ligge.
So as the teams discuss their changes for this second half, we get to watch this try from Lisa Goossens again. She commanded the first half for Belgium. Obviously it's always a team effort, but she really stood out, and here we'll see it again. A little step, little goosey from Goossens, inside pass, setting off her teammate for the try. So after commanding first half from Belgium, they will have the kickoff to start this second half. And we've seen them retain it already, so they'll be looking to get a contest under this one, I'm sure. The kicks have been on point. And we're off. Denmark attacking from deep, making good meters in that first carry. Again, going route 1.
You're fine, she's not
Maybe slightly fortunate to be rewarded there, but the Belgian player did get trapped on the wrong side of the breakdown, impeding the clean out. And Denmark choose the scrum. They've had a very impressive scrum, haven't they, up until now in the tournament, Robbie? I think against Great Britain, they looked very dominant there.
Yeah, the set piece was a real weapon in that game. They were able to put Great Britain under pressure on their own scrums. They were good to get a platform, get an attack going, and Great Britain got messy balls out of it. So yeah, this is a strong suit of their game. Sophie Goossens feeding the ball, it comes out clean. And now they give it to the dangerous player, Freya Halbeck. With a little space, ships it on. Oh, that's a big defensive effort. And Goossen again with the ball and casually throws it out the back. This time it's not quite accurate, so it can't hold on to it. So it's another scrum to Denmark.
Well, there's no such thing as a perfect game, is there, Robbie?
And while we see this, I see Denmark made a change. They put on Dimitria Augustinu, which is she's a really interesting background. She's been to the Olympics with the gymnastics. for Greece. So she's got the international experience in different levels and different countries, which is super interesting. This time though, she got smothered in a big tackle by Cécile Blondiau.
That really is exciting to have a gymnast on the sevens pitch. And Denmark coming from deep again, just keeping it tight. And they're not having much success with that tactic in this game, so they might have to change things a little bit. And Belgium do come up with the ball again, applying pressure, scanning, looking for a space. That's Goossens again, distributing beautifully. That attack just stutters out.
Yeah, that's fine. No material for me. Play on.
But Belgium still in possession, probing the blind side again. Goossens once more. Goossens again. It's all about her. She has got the try. Did someone script this one? I don't know.
It seems like it. Hey, she's unbelievable performance. Everything she does, it seems to turn into gold. Every time she touches the ball, every time she puts a shot on someone. Outrageous performance, unbelievable. Look at that dummy offload, look at the line, and then beating Agostino on the outside. So good.
Yeah, just the best players always seem to have a second more time on the ball, don't they? That's exactly what I feel like when I'm watching Goossens.
Yeah, it's crazy, hey, because it looks so casual. It looks so, like, in a way, slow, because it seems like she's got so much time on the ball, where I'm sure they'll put her under pressure. They know how dangerous she is. If they didn't before the game, they do now, and still she does it all so casually.
Incredibly manipulative in attack. So here we go. Oh, I think that was Goossens again. Please tell me I'm wrong.
No way it wasn't.
So Belgium with possession again. 31-0. 3.5 minutes left to play in this second half.
Good shot by Agostino. Sophie Giesen trying to get the ball. Can't win it, and Belgium again attacking. And they do look threatening. Great work off the ball again. The reload is really strong, and now Goossen again so casually. This time being brought down in a good tackle by Riahi. But that Belgium attack is just clicking and clicking, keeping offloads, regathering the ball. And now, in the end, I think it's Blomert? Yeah, it's Blomert picking the ball up, running it through. It's when you have a good game as a cohesive team, you just get better and better. Hey, the more you enjoy it, the more you click.
Yeah, they're gathering momentum, aren't they? You can see it as they're growing in this game. Belgium, they are gathering in momentum. They look to take that forward. Let's not get overly excited. Denmark are newly promoted to this team, so even if the scoreboard does look very one-sided, it doesn't mean that Belgium are the superstars here. They'll still need to prove themselves against bigger opposition.
Well, I am really excited when I see tries like that. I won't hide that.
Absolutely, it's quite rightly too. That's what we're here for, isn't it?
Wait a minute.
I mean, no disrespect at all.
Yeah, time back on.
That kick just sliding off the side of the foot slightly and unable to get the contest in this time. But Denmark building from deep.
Good take in the air as well, though.
Absolutely, it's a good take. Did the job.
Oh, and Freya Hallbeck looking to power through. And again, we said it in the first game, she sees tiny gaps nobody sees and gets yardage of it this time. She's closed down by Belgium after half break. Oh, that's another big shot by Blondiau.
Yeah, Denmark really struggling to find the space in this game, isn't it? They're getting put under a lot of pressure by the defence.
Now it's offside, and they look to scrummage again. We know that's something they get a clean ball out of, and then hopefully they can create this platform to show a bit of attacking danger.
Yep.
Commanding defence there from Belgium.
Yeah, especially in sevens, that's so hard. Hey, to dominate a game by your defence.
One red.
In set sevens, it's so much harder to defend, and they manage to do it.
Yeah, it's lung busting stuff out there. Even if the weather isn't that hot today, it's an exhausting sport.
There's some shifting around. Hallberg goes into the forwards.
Fine.
And there's a new wing with a headgear. I can't see from afar who that is.
So Denmark
center.
Just not able to get the momentum. They're getting bullied in these contact points, forced backwards. and they kick more out of desperation than anything else, but it might work for them. It does work for them. And they retain the ball. Halbech.
And now they have to build the phases again, and Belgium's putting them under so much pressure.
And you can see a little bit of fatigue starting to creep in,
and now
can't you?
the ball's gone again with Belgium. And this is a messy defense for Denmark now as they have to work back. But I'm sure Belgium can create. Yes, they can.
Release.
Going forward. And Gosselin sniping, this time being brought down immediately.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like a high shot, so maybe slightly unfortunate not to get the penalty from that, but they keep going.
Yeah, you can see the Danish players being tired as well. The tackles are slipping off, they're going a bit higher, they're slower to get back. And this is something that's used by Mira Brooks immediately, picking and going, seeing the tired Danish defense, and diving over for the try.
As we see the replay, Belgium bundling their way towards the line, taking command of this game, presence of mind to find that inside of the post.
Yeah, credits to Sophie Giesing making 2 tackles in a row, also trying to make the tackle here. But Belgium's too dominant. And that was the final hooter. With the conversion, the game's done. 45-0 victory for Belgium. Well done on them. Welcome to Denmark. Cohesive first day. Hey, great performance against Great Britain, and then I got a bit under the pump against Belgium here. Couldn't quite show the potential there. They showed in the first game because Belgium's too dominant. I'm looking forward to see more of them, and I'm really looking forward to see more of Belgium after this performance.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's part of it. You've just been promoted. You've had a great game against a big team like Great Britain. It's not all going to go your way. You've got teams working years and years to stay in this league. You're not going to have an easy time when you come up here, and they probably won't want that either. But they're doing a great job. They can be incredibly proud. Belgium looking strong in that one, and we move on to Czechia, Turkey. Lisa Goossens, we see running in again. She was incredible in that game. How influential. Assists and tries and all sorts. As I said, the pool phase progresses here with Czechia against Turkey. Pool B of the women's tournament. Czechia seeded 5th. So favourites going into this. Turkey struggling in their first game. They've been here before, had to miss a year, went back down to the trophy, came back up again. Didn't waste any time down there, and they have a point to prove here in Hamburg.
Yeah, this Czechia team's much changed from last year. A lot of new faces in there, but they're still a strong team, as we saw from their first game as well. I think Turkey are going to have a difficult job controlling them, but what we did notice from Turkey, I'm interested to see if they... We'll come back to that after this.
Actually, 2 games, 2 wins. This one being a very big win, 45 points on the ball. How do you feel after this one?
Well, really good, it's really nice. I love playing with the girls. It's amazing, and I think we found each other, and it's so much more fun to play like this and to win.
Yeah, you can tell you're enjoying each other's company. It looks like a great vibe out there. With the games being done for today, what's the plans for afterwards? When you say you love being with the girls, do you have any team plans for this, or are you just going to recover and then look at tomorrow?
We will recover first. Our physio will be really happy with that, and then play some games, eat well, and sleep.
Nice. Sounds like a good plan. Thanks a lot for your time. Great performance. Congrats on 2 victories. Looking forward to seeing more of you.
Okay, we're back in the action, underway with Turkey attacking from deep, getting some nice handling on the go there to find a bit of space in the edge. done incredibly well to stay in field. But the ball is lost, unfortunately, just a little bit messy. And Czechia with an opportunity early in the game.
Yeah, Ian was just saying at the start there, Turkey deployed the kick and chase in the first game to some good effect. You know, they didn't score points off it, but they had the opportunity. But then they also had the opportunity to move the ball wide, and Bolat on one wing was scoring in, and Fesley on the other wing. So I want to see if they can give them a bit of space this time. Not so much of the kick and chase, but more of the give the ball in hand, and let's see if they can run around this Czechia team.
Now again, they're making good progress here. That will be the jackal though. And Czechia, with all their experience, are able to come from deep. And they're moving the ball nicely, retaining possession. There's space out here, inside step. Defence just sliding a bit too quickly on that occasion. And down the left in for the first try, it'll be the number 8, Gartnerova. We've seen her before, the experienced head on an athletic body. She's off the races.
Yeah, that's some good play from Czechia, wasn't it? It was clearly just straight handling, you know, straighten up their run, little miss move out in the back, leaving the Turkish defence for dead there. There was no way that Germich was getting in there to make that tackle. So well played to Czechia. This is the ability that they have, because they're big, they're strong, they're powerful, but they also have the experience and the skills to get over that try line.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why they've got the seeding that they have. They're seeded 5th in this tournament. And they do really gather their own kick-off, but it's not gone 10. Turkey will have the wee tap in the middle as they look to mount some pressure of their own. Clearly the smaller team. They are shorter women. That might have its advantages. I think they're yet to find them though, Andy.
Yeah, as we said, they've got this. They've deployed this kick and chase. They've got some speed in there, and they can, you know, they can nip around the edges of the ruck as well. But maybe not got the power over the likes of Czechia or Belgium. Maybe not got the athleticism and speed. But they do have abilities in there. They've got some options, and they're working to their strengths, and they're slowly finding their feet in this tournament. As we said, coming up to the championship again after an absence. They just take a wee while to find their feet.
Yeah, that's a real shame, that little error there coming in, little technical error, just as they look to be building. And that hands the ball right back to Czechia in one of the most promising attacking positions on the pitch. Midfield scrum, deep in the opposition half. I say deep, it's around about the 10-metre line.
Time back on. Crouch! Bind! Set! Stay back.
And they're off. Little collision with the referee, but that won't put her off. Making good meters, and they look to go quickly. But Turkey really hustling, putting immense pressure on. Maybe slightly too much pressure. They conceded the penalty. Czechia moving the ball to the right. A good hard line. I believe that was Sladkova. It was a legend of this Czechia team. And the pressure just keeps coming. Relentless here from Czechia. Turkey concede again, and it goes up to 10 points to 0 with 4 minutes 25 played.
Yeah, that experience of Czechia, they're showing their dominance already. Just the sleight of hand, you know, the speed to the breakdown, we see it get away there. It's just quick hands, a little fend, but there's a support runner there the whole time, and they're not scared to put the little hook pass over the top, basketball style, into the hands of the number 4, Batova, and she goes in for a nice score.
Yeah, the conversion not successful as it does stay 10-0 here. 2 minutes left to play in this first half. I think Czechia will be quite happy with the way they're commanding this at the moment. They've not had to defend all that much, they've not been in their own half. And a good Well-connected defensive line again from that kickoff. Able to hold up and just choke out that Turkish attack. And if that ball becomes unplayable, but it doesn't, Turkey, Bolat taken down, looking to present the ball. It's just been fumbled by the approaching support player. How unfortunate. I think she felt she was isolated, didn't she? She wanted to get that pop off.
Yeah, we see her here just take a little snipe around the edge there, but nobody in support. Wanted to try and get away, but good play from Czechia players. I think she's unlucky on that little knock-on because it's come off a leg, but I'm guessing it's then hit her body lying on the ground again, which is why it's a scrum to Czechia.
Yeah, look at the work rate though from Gardner Rover. She scored that try and now she's causing havoc in defence as well. And that's what sevens is about, isn't it? It's about the work rate on and off the ball.
Yeah, and the Turkish team, they've got a good work rate at the moment. The problem that seems to be that they can't sustain it for more than 2 or 3 phases, whereas Czechia, they've got that ability to hold on to it for phase play and then suddenly open up those gaps. As we see the nice little wrap around, but the ball was dropped, but dropped backwards.
2-on-1, a chance for Sladkova. Sladkova going towards the line. Oh, creating the gap, and that was lovely play. Fun. Was that Gardner Rover for a second? It was indeed. Sladkova the creator, Gardner Rover the finisher.
Yeah, she goes over for another score, absolutely. Great interlink play there. We see her come back across the field to Sladkova, just looking for the gaps and then finding a teammate who straightens up, and the gaps are there. We're seeing the Turkish defence are very much honeypotting around one player, and they're getting very close, trying to keep as minimal gaps as they can, but eventually Czechia, as we said, with phase play are just breaking them down, or even just running across the field a little bit and spreading them across that field and creating gaps to go through as we hear the half-time hooter.
Yeah, the kick goes deep. That's probably a tactical choice. Not. And hi. What did you say, Andy? That you called it. Turkey playing with the foot, but not to great effect this time. And we'll go into half-time. 3 tries to 0, 15-0.
Yeah, I would say Czechia are very much in control of this game. I like what Turkey tried there. I'd like to have seen it maybe a little earlier because they do have speed out there. They've got the pace on the wings, but they need to put that through a little bit earlier because, as you just said earlier, Ian, these players will get tired. You know, they're maybe not used to the size and power of these teams like Czechia, who've been on the circuit a lot longer and are used to playing against this type of team as we listen in at half-time.
Good point in the defense, okay? You continue to press, stay with this level in second part, okay? 1 point to improve. 3 balls on the ground after react on the first support, or just because you receive the ball and because you are the end here. I want to catch the ball before to play, okay? I want to catch the ball before to play. And after I have time to pass the ball or keep the ball. But please prepare your hands to receive the ball. Now second half without ball on the ground, please. Okay, more precision, more...
2 very close attack.
2 tane çok yakın hatamız vardı.
Very quick ball.
Çok hızlı.
And played on the side.
Ve
One side.
bir tarafa doğru oynadı.
And use a kick.
Kick'i kullanın, kicklerinizi kullanın.
Don't come very close to them.
Çok yaklaşmayın
Just
onlara.
kick.
Biraz sonra kickleyin.
Okay? Between the players.
Yeah, interesting to hear the coaches' feedback there to the players. Obviously, the Czechia team looking to really play some more ball. Don't get tied up with the Turkish team and just use those skills. Get the hands out in front. Make the ball do all the work. Don't make the legs, your own legs do the work. Get that ball out working. And the Turkish team being asked to work a little bit harder. Make sure they're in the right positions. Try not to be overawed by this strong Czechia team.
Well, they certainly won't give up, Turkey. A lot of heart, a lot of passion, and a lot of skill. Let's see if they can back up. Here we go, Czechia, round 2. Moving the ball to the blind side. Trying to create an overlap there, but Turkey covering well in defence. So it goes back in the other direction, a little bit lateral here, but they are finding spaces. and progressing forward. Bolat with a tackle on the outside. Holding up the attack. And Czechia doing well to recycle that from a dangerous position. And the pressure from Turkey was much better in this defensive set, and they've been rewarded, haven't they?
Yeah, that time really good on the outside there. They worked really hard as a unit. You saw them press forward, push up as a unit to force Czechia to make a bad pass or a bad catch, actually. So well done there. But just before that, at the start of that play, there were four Turkish players around the ruck, so they had to work hard from one side to then get to the other. They've got to be careful they don't tie in their defense too much, and that's what Czechia are trying to do to them, and it's working, but they need to just work on their skills a little bit, as we see the big kick through that we talked about.
Real pace.
Yeah, the kick through didn't quite work for them that time, didn't quite have the speed to get there. And Czechia are now clearing up, and they're going to tie it up again and then play from a set position here, get the ball, get reorganized, and then they'll hopefully put it out wide again.
So building nice phases, but intercepted there by Turkey. So after they put that kick through for the territory, they've now regained possession, and they can build. It's patient work. I'd like to see them getting their spacing a bit wider in attack. But they keep going, and they're retaining the ball well. They're having to work for it, but they are. On this occasion, unfortunately, been forced to handle on the ground.
Yeah, possibly seeing a little bit of inexperience there with, I think it was Faisley that picked from the base of the scrum and went blind when there's not enough space there. The inexperience showing that she should have just got that ball back out, move it to the side where the players are. But Czechia are just too strong and too organised to try and get up that blind side there.
Yeah, and the big name coming onto the pitch for Czechia, Rigatova, has just been brought on, as has Skalova. So a couple of changes there for Czechia, some fresh legs.
That's your mark there.
Just keeping the pressure on, and they might look to turn the screw for these last phases of the game. Well, I say last phases again, I'm getting ahead of myself, 4.5 minutes. Czechia off, picking up from the back of the scrum. Charging down the middle, there's the gap. Not quite got the pace, but she's got the presence of mind to offload. Another offload, keeping the ball alive. That is beautiful play, and she's in the corner. Dotting it down, Kutnikova. That was a fantastic team try off the back of that scrum.
Yeah, that was a lovely break from the scrum half, from the base of the scrum. That was showing how to do it. You put your head down and just go for it. But what I really loved here was the support play. There were 3 players there just looking for the passes, move it into the open spaces. And Kutnikova had enough gas to get over that line, even with the Turkish defence just there. Well played, Czechia.
So just about 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to be played in this half. Czechia gets us back underway. Bolat takes that, or she tries to. Turkey do tidy it up and build their attack. Strong defensive work from Czechia, earning that ball back. Fresh legs powering down the right-hand side.
No, that's fine. Leave it.
And what will the referee call? There was no release, unfortunately. Oh, friendly fire. Yeah, there's no release there, so Czechia are rewarded with a penalty. That pass not so accurate. Being caught by the wind, and they play out to the left-hand side. Turkey covering well, I think that's Dilmac. Alagoz, sorry, I do apologise. And Czechia grubbering through. seeing the gap in behind, but unable to gather. It's knocked forward over the line.
Yeah, the physicality just earlier in that set play by Czechia to make that tackle and then win that penalty on the far side, only to bring it back over here. We can see that they're trying things, even the little chip through there. It's not a tactic we see often from them, but they're trying these things against this Turkish team to see if they can get in behind. I suspect for later in the tournament, just to see if something that they can use, something they're happy with. But on this occasion, unfortunately, Rugatova, I think it was, couldn't get there.
So, and changes here for Turkey as well. Number 4, I won't pronounce it right, Akiem, takes the field, some fresh legs for the final couple of minutes of this game. 20-0, just under 2 minutes left to play.
Set. Came out of the tunnel. Good again.
The referee, Kara Seneca of Germany, just making sure things are done right here.
Okay. Your mark here.
That does, unfortunately,
Stay on their side, okay?
eat away another 10 seconds off the clock.
Fight. Set.
And this time they do get it right. Oh, and tackled in the process of kicking, just coughing up the ball and giving Czechia one of the easier tries that they'll score this weekend. That's just the pressure, isn't it? They're frustrated, they're looking for solutions. They wanted to kick, wasn't quite the space there.
Yeah, I was literally going to say, I can see Turkey going to kick this one. The position she got herself into, she needed to be a left-footed kicker. Unfortunately, with a right foot, not enough space in that dead ball area. Great speed from Czechia to get up and make the one-handed tackle there to stop her leg coming through, and then the presence of mind to pick that ball up and just dive over for a score. I mean, that's pure experience there, and maybe a little bit of inexperience from the Turkish team.
Yeah, but I think that's probably a big part of what they're here for this weekend, isn't it? They'll be looking to get that experience against quality opposition, coming up from the trophy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's exactly what you said. They're looking to get that, gain that experience and take it on to the next tournament. That's the only way that they're going to grow, is by trying these things and playing against much better opposition as well.
And we may yet see another try before this game is over. Czechia aren't done here. But not taking it from the mark. She was within the 5 meters. So they will have to go again. And they do. Going in the width, no real movement forward yet. But they do get the hands free, they do get the offload. It's a cheeky wee try. Kutnikova for, I believe, her second of the game. And a great performance for this Czechia women's team, looking commanding in the pool stage.
Yeah, once again, just showing their experience there around that ruck area, drawing the penalty out of Turkey, trying to go quickly, but then didn't happen. So they just set up, and at the end of the day, it was a simple handling move just to get it out to the hands of Kutnikova, who put it over, and then the conversion goes over as well to make it 34-0 to Czechia.
Yeah, solid control performance from Czechia. They have added to their win in the first game against Germany, so it'll be between Poland and this Czechia team for the top spot in Pool B. And we'll be following this game up with Poland against Germany. A big game for the hosts after a narrow loss in the first round.
So Hamburg, jetzt müssen wir alle wieder 1, 2, 3 Gänge hochfahren. Denn jetzt das zweite Auftritt in der Gang. Auf geht's! Macht ordentlich Lärm!
Here we see the squad from Poland. Some very experienced athletes within that setup. And here the German squad. Watch out for the captain, Zimmert. Always dangerous. And my expert next to me is guiding my eyes towards the Paula Schultz. Someone I don't know so well myself, but Andy, you're informed, you're well informed. What does she offer to this German team?
Yeah, Schultz in the first game now, she was instrumental. She kind of got into a lot of the right positions. But we'll come back to that after the interview we're about to hear.
Yeah.
Gemeinsam runter. 3, 2, 1, auf geht's Deutschland!
Okay, so Poland get us off, kicking to Germany in their grey kit. Oh, and it bounces kindly for the Polish chasers, and they will have possession from the get-go here, forcing Germany to defend, getting the hands-free offloading. Charging down the middle of the pitch.
Tackle.
Julia Brown putting on the pressure. But Poland continue to attack with composure. They're 10 meters out now. There's space there. We see all the Polish players within one half of the pitch, so they're really tightly together here. Very interesting. That just gives the defence the opportunity to pull together as well and apply more pressure, so I'm not really sure why we've seen that. But it works for them. Klitschkova, Anna Klitschkova with the first try.
Yeah, the Polish just stretching the German defence there. We'll see at the end, I think it's Nowotna just struggling to get out there to make that tackle, but the work had been done before that. The Polish took them one way, drew in some defenders and then brought it back again at speed and just created that opportunity for the little fend and the break on the outside.
Yeah, we see there the support for the German team, the self-named girl gang.
Yeah, I was just starting to say before that the link between Schultz and Zimmert in the first game for Germany was really good. They didn't quite get the results they wanted, but Paula Schultz has certainly got a good bit of speed about her. If we can get her into the game alongside Zimmert, it would be great. And there's Zimmert on the ball now, giving it off to Steffi Gruber.
Yeah, Gruber, one of the most experienced players in this setup. She's been around as long as I can remember.
Yeah, there's Ricky Hennig taking in another one of my previous players there.
Julia Brown, lovely little wraparound. That is Zimmert. Zimmert stretching the legs. She'll go all the way. She's got pace for days. Real speed to burn. There's no substitute for that. It's a lovely little wraparound, and she just pinned back her ears and went for the gap.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like the first game. She's got a little bit of space, and you give Meta Zimmert a little bit of space, she is going to go through those gaps, and she's got enough gas to get right the way through from halfway, almost right the way across that try line. Well played. Very individual, but well played.
Yeah, she picked up a rugby in a year abroad, came back, and she's captaining this German team through some of the best years that the women here have had. So absolutely fantastic effort from Simmet, inspiring a lot of young women in this country. So keep doing what you're doing. Julia Brown will kick off here. Based in Berlin, kicking deep. And Poland gather and charge. Moving the ball towards the middle of the pitch. Krzyzowska, that was the try scorer, just setting it up, and they go back to the left-hand side. A little stop and stutter, and accelerating down the line. Oh, a lovely show and go, but Simmet won't accept that, and she does make the tackle. Fortunately sliding high, Poland coming through the penalty, tapping and go. Sajluch, and they distribute back, coming to the right-hand side. Into the middle now.
Yeah, that's a good defensive line there being set by Germany. They're moving up, but on this occasion we now see they're just holding back a little bit. Joanna Hacker starting this game, came off the bench in the last game. It does make a difference to this team. But Poland are a strong team, you know, they're a force to be reckoned with. They've got good structure as we see them move it out wide a little bit further away from the ruck. Lovely little one-handed offload.
Great pressure. Paula Schultz, that's what you were saying. She's got speed and using it in defence on this occasion to really pressurise Poland.
Yeah, the referee calling that she went to ground and didn't release her once she was on the ground, which is a bit unfortunate, as you said, Ian, she made a lovely tackle here, didn't release her, went straight for the ball. Needs to show that her hands have been released from the player before she goes for it again.
Yeah, and you can always argue, oh, but I did release. The referee will say, well, you're not giving me the right picture. I need to see a clear release.
Bind.
So I think that's a fair call from Mary Pringle on this occasion, even if that will be incredibly frustrating for the Germans. Poland off the races from the back of that scrum. Still very tight. Wrapping round. Not quite able to, they were very tight in attack. I thought they might be able to attack the outside channel. Now they do.
Tackle, release.
Krzyzowska. Back to the middle. Lovely hands. Manipulating the German defence, finding space outside. Paula Schultz with the tackle, covering well. Oh, and after throwing the ball back inside, Poland just cough it up with a little knock on.
Yeah, some lovely play there from Poland. Just watched about two passes before. There's a lovely little stutter step just before it got to the outside. But look, they've got three players there. Germany are working hard to get over there. They're not quite in position. And unfortunately, a little technical error, little knock on there from Poland means it's a Germany ball. Germany put in. And let's see if they can run from their own 5, 10 metres out.
Yeah, and after a very even start to this game, Germany still have that 2-point lead from the successful conversion. So not in a commanding position, but they do have their noses ahead. 45 seconds left to play in this half. Be very interesting to see if Germany manage to get out of their own half, or if they just play down a few phases and get the ball off the pitch. I think they'll be going all out for a length of the pitch score. Anyway, here we go, Julia Brown. Big hit in the middle on Schultz.
Tackle now. Stay.
Germany still in possession. Finding a gap with a big old fend. And once again working the same side. Drawing in Polish defenders.
Off now.
And once more the hands touching the ground before she got onto the ball. So although it looked to me to be a very good jackal, the accuracy was just missing.
Yeah, it's energy sapping stuff there. Germany working hard just to make no ground, really, going across one side, bringing it back again, and as you'd said before, what will they do? Well, now it's time to just kick it out of the park, take your rest, come back in the second half. You're 2 points up. Let's see if we can build on that lead and see how they play in this second half.
Yeah, and we'll have a little listen into the team talks in a second. Here we go, starting with Germany.
Und noch nur ein. Und aus.
Cool. Girls, good effort. Again, we're fighting hard, hey? We're working really hard for each other. All right, Paula, I was shouting keep wide because I thought that was a definite try, but we actually stopped them scoring because we worked to close that, all right? So that can be the difference, goes between winning and losing. Let's keep that. 7 more minutes on that, please, okay? We're going to bring Charlie in now for Brownie, okay? So we've got that freshness and playmakers. Annie, you've got 1 minute, okay? Girls, let's keep that emotional energy on defense. We've got to work. Just listen, Isa.
Do not pass, okay? Do not pass if these are not free. You stay, control the contact area, okay? Tack, tack, dobrze. Do ma now, do ma. Okay, let's go, come on. 1 minute, PP, please.
Rugby?
So Germany already deciding they're going to make a change at half-time. We will see Julia Brown leaving the pitch. And it is Charlotte Malaysia. Did I get the pronunciation right, Andy?
Malaysia, yeah. Charlie, as she's known. Yeah, she makes a difference. She's got a really good kick on her. It'll be interesting to see if they utilise that. But she's also a really good playmaker as well. She can control that first receiver position really well. They may even try to use her in at the scrum half position. That's the good thing about this team. They can swap positions around quite easily. They've got some very good all-round players. And of course, she's a great kicker.
And that was a good kick-off here, so Poland having to build from deep. Going lateral there before straightening it. And Johanna Hacker was having none of that. She really dropped the shoulder. I didn't see the problem. Pringle did. And charging through the middle, she's having some game, Krzywska. She got the first try, she had a few influential moments, and she's gone the length, big smile on her face. You love to see it.
Yeah, I think you'll be seeing that Johanna Hacker will not be happy with that. It was a good hit on the ball, we thought, but obviously the referee has decided otherwise, and well played from Poland, though. Just get on with it. And all she did was straighten up a line from a lovely little pop pass, moving at pace, and she's got enough legs, Krzywska, to get right the way through and under the post to take the lead for Poland.
12-7, so it's still just a one-score game. One just knocked on there in the air by the jumping Polish player. It was a dangerous situation that's just worked out well for Germany.
Yeah, it was a good distance on the kick there. She just couldn't quite get there. Half a metre should have been up there, but knock on, Germany ball, Germany put in. We see Sophie Hacker come on into that scrum half position. She's a right little live wire. She'll hopefully speed up this German attack a little bit and create some opportunities for these fast players like Zimmet and Johanna Hacker to execute from.
Yeah, I've still got pictures ingrained in my mind of Sophie Hacker running away for tries last year. She's real danger.
Early in the scrum.
So Germany not out of this by any means. 5 minutes of the second half left to play. They choose the scrum.
Yep, go for it.
And we're seeing the substitution, number 10, that is Hennig. Helena Hennig leaving the field.
Also known as Ricky. There's a big Ricky fan base here. 9 or 10 guys and girls come over from Austria, from Vienna, to see her play now that she's swapped allegiances from Austria to Germany. Previously coached by Curtis Bradford, who's now the Germany coach as well.
And she's replaced by Laura Schwinn. So, we're off. Zimmet. Oh, unfortunately, a little wrap around there, just a little knock on. That's an unforced error in the worst possible moment. That is giving Poland the real chance here to turn it into a 2-score game.
Yeah, that's frustrating from Germany, isn't it? That's a move they work on a lot. We see them play that move, the wrap around. This occasion, they just got their handling and timing just a little bit wrong. I'm sure the coaches will not be happy with that, but at the same time, they need to get back into this game, put it to the back of the mind, get back into the game, and close down this Polish attack.
Yeah, and Poland set up with one on the right, one on the left. They do a little switch around the back without the ball, and they're on the left, finding the spaces, 2-on-1, step inside, good cover defence from the Germans. 5 meters out now. Jovska's just had a great game up until now, but that was maybe just a little bit too lateral, forcing it slightly, but Poland still with a chance here out wide, and they do get the grounding through number 8, Krysiak. Well done, Poland, 17 points to 7. The last quarter of the game still to come. Anything can happen, but Poland putting themselves in the best of positions as we approach the end stages of this game.
Yeah, they really stretched the German defence there, took them wide one side, brought it back. It's nice to see, you know, they're straightening up. They're not so much looping round, they're just having straight hands, hard runners, holding that German defence so they can't drift out and make the cover tackles. And on that occasion, very well played by Poland, and Krysiak going in the corner.
Yep, very patiently played by Poland. And they're off again. Another great kick, good hang time, not contestable this time. So Germany do come from just in front of their own 22, and it's a penalty, unfortunate for Germany. Poland not wasting any time, stepping, hitch kick, sprinting. Once again, the inside step works wonders for Zaisluch.
Yeah, great score there from Zaisluch. Came from that turnover. How quick to that breakdown where Poland, you know, I think it was Johanna Hacker got tackled, and that second player in for Poland was so quick, got her hands on the ball, penalty, then it was just tap goal, and the speed of recycling that ball, and then Zaisluch just straightening up with the power that she has over for a well-deserved score, and I would say that's the game, Ian, even with 2 minutes to go.
Oh, definitely does look like it. 24 points to 7. It's a commanding position. I'm just enjoying watching the Polish reactions to scoring tries. They're really enjoying themselves out there. Come on, that's got to be part of it as well.
Yeah, they always say it's easy to enjoy yourself when you're winning, but they've been working hard to win this. But Germany really do need to do something just to get something on the board, give them a bit of confidence so they don't go into tomorrow with a bad feeling. They want to go in with a good feeling. They want to go in saying that they've done something positive, give them a bit of confidence.
Yeah, and they're struggling with the kickoffs, though, aren't they, Andy? I mean, I know the Polish kickoff is good, but they've coughed that one up again. So if you're conceding tries, then losing the ball from the kickoff, you're always going to struggle to get into the game. And Poland have really dominated that area. A nice set play there, creating the space in the wide channels. But Simmet covering very well.
Step back, 4.
And the defence from Germany pushing up very hard, cutting out the options for Poland. They don't have much of a choice than just to run into contact and rebuild. This time kicking in behind, there's a gap there. But not for long, because Simmet has pace and she was alert to it. Stepping again. And that's the captain doing the captain's job, isn't it? Tidying things up when they get loose, and now Germany can attack. Not sure about that, Grub. If it stays in play, it might work out. It does stay in, just. But Poland gather, unfortunate. Simmet just winning the race, but not winning the fight on the floor. And that is it. The end of the women's competition for day 1 sees Poland getting a good victory, 24 points to 7 against Germany. Andy, a bit of an anticlimax. Are you disappointed?
Not at all. I mean, obviously we're a bit biased here, living in Germany, working with some of these women. But at the same time, you've got to appreciate good play. And Poland there deserved that win. They worked really hard. They worked as a unit. You know, they worked quickly around that ruck area. They turned over so many loose balls. In Germany, they have to find a way to get to that breakdown more quickly. At the same time, they also need to play a little bit faster and make sure they tidy up their mistakes. So not great from Germany, from a German point of view, but let's give the respect that Poland are due, because they looked very good in that game.
Yes, the German hopes now for the women's team is in being one of the best third-place teams for the group. They've lost against Poland, they've lost against Czechia. They will struggle to get beyond third place with just one game against Turkey with which they can draw a win. So they'll be looking to keep get as many points as possible tomorrow against Turkey, won't they? To keep their hopes alive.
Oh, exactly. The good thing from our point of view as spectators will be that they were going to go all out. They're wanting a 7 or 8 try game. That's what they'll be looking for. So we're going to see some fast rugby, and the crowd are going to be really engaged with that, because it's going to be score after score. I do think they've got the better of Turkey, but at the same time they can't underestimate them, because Turkey will come back wanting a win as well. And there's, we have to look at the other groups as well. There's quite a big gap between them at the moment. So let's see how they go tomorrow when they come back after a bit of rest and recovery tonight.
Yeah, not a whole lot of upsets today. There you see the little summary of the women's pool games from the second round there. Maybe the only upset really to speak of was Ireland beating Great Britain, but based on current form, that is a really tight one. But it is a tournament, and anything can happen. We'll be moving on to the men's again. We're back for you at 4:45 Central Europe time, so in 20 minutes, and it'll be France against Great Britain, followed by Portugal, Ukraine, Italy, Georgia, Belgium, Lithuania, Spain, Czechia, and we'll round up day one with Germany against Poland.
All right, we're here with Ilona Zajchluk. What happened in that halftime? We had a really competitive first half, and then you girls ran away in the second half. What did you do there?
Yeah, certainly we knew it was going to be a hard competition coming against Germany. Very well-developed team, and in the home advantage was definitely heard, and we had to play against them. We just had to come together and be support with each other, and I think that was the factor that changed the second half.
Yeah, you mentioned the home crowd. It's really loud. Hey, stadium gets really, really loud when Germany plays. Does that affect your play at all, or are you locked in?
Oh, well, no, locked in. I could barely hear it, But all props to the fans. Very glad to see so many people showing up. It grows the game, and my heart is warming up no matter who they're cheering for.
Nice. How about you? You just recently came back from injury. So how was that? Was it your first big tournament back? How was it?
Well, the biggest tournament back, yes. A few friendly ones along the way just to get ready. I mean, I missed the game. I wanted to jump back into it, so glad to be back.
Oh, thanks a lot for your time. Best of luck for the rest of the tournament.
Tekla needs to release. Park is here. Yeah.
Face him, Joy! Face him!
Okay, release!
Last one! Hold! Support! Take support!
Hands down.
Go with me! Good. Hold it!
Play on. Open play.
In there. So tonight, what will be the plan tonight?
Rest and recovery, I guess.
Well, you enjoy your rest and recovery, and good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Gegen den weiteren Versuch nach Situation.
Play on.
Iskal up! Iskal up! Iskal up!
Er ist der Meinung, dass es beim Trottmann Sinn macht, jetzt eine Baseline-Testung zu machen. Von ihm, vom Trottmann. Damit, wenn nochmal was passiert, weil der jetzt halt riesig ist. Der spielt nie wieder. Doch, der spielt wieder. Vergiss das. Doch, von davor. Nein. Ja, aber der kommt drauf. Ich habe vorhin mit ihm telefoniert, ihm geht's gut. Okay, aber der war in Murnau, hat einen Braincheck gemacht, die haben ihn durchgetestet.